Wisconsin, of course, gearing up for this really harsh blast of cold. And as we prepare for a stretch of temperatures well below zero, there are some important safety tips to keep you and your home safe. Special News' Ryan Burk joins us. And Ryan, plumbing issues are common during this time. This is something I experienced last year, a pipe burst on one of our coldest days. And the hard part was that having a hard time finding someone to come out because everyone's pipes were bursting.
Yeah, not an uncommon problem. Hopefully you can avoid that this cold snap. Homes here in Wisconsin are built for the cold, but unless you live at the North Pole, no house is designed to be totally below zero proof. That's why things like frozen pipes are common and can lead to big-time headaches. I talked with one plumber for some tips on how you can prep ahead of that drop in temps. At Milestone Plumbing in Wauwatosa, trucks are ready to go and equipment stocked up as staff prepare for a busy few days. Master plumber and company owner Jessie Cannizzaro says it takes some time after the mercury drops before the phone starts ringing.
This is kind of the calm before the storm. We'll have a couple of days of really extreme cold temperatures before we actually see a lot of the pipes that'll start to freeze. What'll end up happening is as that cold penetrates and if the winds pick up, it'll start to get it through any cracks that are inside of walls, inside of the foundation, the siding. And once that gets inside and it freezes the pipes, people will start to call about no water at all in their home.
They will also start calling about leaks. Cannizzaro says doing checks around your house now ahead of the cold can reduce your pipe-related headaches.
If there are any exposed cracks that they're filled, so looking in the basement around the sills, is there insulation to stop that from penetrating? If you've got sinks that are on outside walls, often we'll see this inside of like a vanity or a kitchen sink, open up those cabinet doors, let that room air get inside of there to make sure that it's penetrating, keeping everything nice and warm. Another really easy thing, if you're going on vacation this time of year, make sure that the house is being checked. Having a neighbor come in, make sure the thermostat is okay, do a quick walkthrough.
You'll often hear about keeping a small stream of water running to avoid freezing. Cannizzaro says its effectiveness is a controversial topic in the plumbing world. She says proceed with caution.
This is great in theory, where it can get somebody into trouble and also create another property damage situation. If the drain is on the outside wall, that continuous leaking of water can start to freeze that inside of the drain, eventually clogging up the sink, allowing that water to fill up and overflow over the cabinet.
Lots to keep in mind as we try to avoid cold-related plumbing issues. Now, a few other non-plumbing related safety things to keep in mind with your house. With all the snow and cold we've had, make sure that any vents outside your house, think hot water or heater or HVAC, are not blocked by ice and snow. That could lead to carbon monoxide or other gases inside the home, an issue that often increases during the winter. Also, make sure that your furnace is working correctly. Now, again, checking those vents is very important. These aren't just safety tips I sort of spew out. They're things I do for my own home. Unfortunately, in this job, I have covered all too many times when carbon monoxide has turned deadly. So nothing to mess with.
This happens every winter time in communities all across the country. And so we just want to really be careful there because that is deadly. Thank you, Ryan.